It's like MC has read all my speech because he has said all what I have prepared. I wish I could go back to university and learn architectural and engineering program. I'm just thinking, maybe it's possible. Deputy Vice Chancellor in charge of Administration and Finance, Rwanda Polytechnic. The CEO, Nziza Training Academy. Distinguished guests, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. It's my pleasure to thank all of you for your participation in this important graduation ceremony that has marked another important landmark in the area of capacity development in this country. To graduates, I wish to congratulate you upon this important milestone you have achieved today. I have to say that I'm really proud of you because of all these programs and these important skills you have gained as the evidence shows. As we all know, Rwanda is leaving behind the Vision 2020, and we are embarking on our journey towards the realization of even more ambitious 2050. And in this journey, it's clear that human capital development has been and will remain a crucial enabler. Only with a well-skilled and motivated workforce, we shall be able to achieve this vision. In long term, it is clear from our previous speakers that the education system will have to be adapted accordingly, and we shall have to improve the competitiveness and employability of school graduates. In short run, we also have to enroll or to put in place large-scale upskilling program in key priority sectors, including industry, construction industry. And I'm glad to say that Nziza Training Academy is in this right direction. Today, we are here to witness this graduation ceremony, which marks a stamp of upskilling in construction industry. In future, we hope this program can be upscaled to train even for the region. My previous speaker said, I think it's the representative of the graduates who said that you are looking for exporting the skills you've gained. I wish to encourage that because Rwanda wants to position itself as a hub. So since we are bringing those latest technology, let's think of not producing solutions, not getting skills for the local market, but also extending to the region. That time we shall be positioning Nziza Training Academy as one of its kind in this region. So the Rwanda Development Board, through each skills office, commends the ambition of Nziza Training Academy of providing quality education and training with individual care. To us, this is a very powerful and inspirational ambition. And I have to say that it makes you stand out in the crowd. I would like to commend specifically Nziza Training Academy for two things, among others. I want to commend you for your contribution to closing the skills gaps in Rwandan labor market. The training center's vision of upskilling engineers and architects is assuring us that we are going to close the gaps of skills we need in this sector. And we are going to also avail skills that we needed as we implement our infrastructure and construction projects, which will be even needed as more as we advance into our ambition of becoming a middle-income country. So I have no doubt that this is a well-desired and needed domain. So you made a right choice. I want to also thank Nziza Training Academy for the use of latest technologies and partnership with global experts. So this affirms that you are training people who can not only compete locally, but can compete regionally and globally. And as you know, this is in line with the fourth industrial revolution era we are in. As evidence shows, skills shortage is a constraint to the private sector development. Companies in Rwanda are constrained by the low capacity of their stakeholders, who are staff mainly, for them to remain competitive and expand. Both quantitative and qualitative sources to Rwanda Development Board confirm that employers' willingness to grow is high if they find the right talent. I'm glad to note that the programs of Nziza Training Academy are tailored towards ensuring that trainees acquire employability skills, which is in line with our ambition in Chief Skills Office of upskilling Rwanda for national economic transformation. However, we strongly recommend that in addition to employability skills gained by those graduates, maybe in the future you think of pairing these employability skills with entrepreneurial skills so that we become job creators as opposed to becoming job seekers. And that time we shall be contributing to the Rwanda's goal to create 214 jobs, 1,000 jobs per annum. Distinguished guests, I would like to reiterate that the Chief Skills Office at Rwanda Development Board will continue to collaborate with the private sector training providers, but will also take this opportunity to encourage the industry university linkages, whereby we are encouraging investors to take their lead by informing private sector or skill service providers which kind of skills they need so that they plan accordingly, but also investors in the construction industry to think of providing apprenticeship program, internship program for the fresh graduates for them to build a synergy between industry and universities. As I conclude, I also want to encourage graduates not to work in isolation. I have no doubt, because your representative have said that you're going to share skills learned, not keeping to yourself, but also I want to encourage you to work as a group, not in isolation. So, in the RDB perspective, think about creating companies that will be competing with those globally recognized companies. Personally, I have to say that let's work together and make sure that we stop consultant services by over the next 5 years. Why not? So this is something we need to encourage as RDB. Let's build the capacity internally and in the near future be able to develop structural solutions by ourselves and implement them by ourselves. By doing so, we shall be reducing our import bills, where we import a lot of skills to implement and develop those solutions. I wish to thank all our partners and stakeholders, mostly heads of academic institutions, the electors and those in charge of capacity development for their efforts in driving the skills development agenda in Rwanda. I wish to also thank the private sector for their efforts they put in capacity development program, because government cannot drive this heavy agenda alone. Once again, congratulations to the graduates. Thank you and have a joyful day.